Hello and welcome back to my channel. Just a warning, I also bought this months ago. That's been sitting in a package for the longest time. I ordered my lightsaber without a blade, so it came in this kind of box. It's a cool lightsaber and I'm so excited to show it off since I didn't order a blade, and also this isn't an up-to-date, like if you bought this lightsaber, this is exactly what you're getting. It's also not an unboxing. So everything that I have, you either have to pay extra or it just doesn't exist anymore. That's kind of what happens when you forget to film a video on time and don't release it at a good time. As of now, legacy hilts do not exist at Sabertrio, okay? And unfortunately, my lightsaber is a legacy hilt. The chassis is all wires. It is hard to take out. Nowadays, Sabertrio has the like little removable chassis, which are really cool. Before I show you the hilts and everything that I got, I will tell you, if you remember old Sabertrio and how it was, I got mine with a blade plug. It came with a charger with all of the adapters. I don't know if you had to pay extra for it back then, but I know here you're having to pay extra if you want, like $5 extra if you need to charge it with like a type C, a type G, or type I. I got all of them, which is kind of funny that you guys got to overpay now if you want it. It came with a little charging cable, a bag with the Allen wrench and retention screws to show you guys the adapters, because I don't need the adapters. They came with it, I promise you. Here are the adapters that it came with. I don't need it. I already have the like American like adapter in. It also came with this little like note card that says Sabertrio on this side, and it looks clean. I really like the way it looks. It says congratulations, and then of course user guide or instructions, and then basically share it on social media saying you got a Sabertrio. They're great. I'm so excited to own one because they've always looked super cool. Unfortunately, I only got the Arclyte and not anything like super cool because I really wanted something that was very good at spinning, and I chose the Arclyte. Finally, in the box is the Arclyte. Now this thing is a very like well-weighted lightsaber. Like, it's not super heavy. It's on the heavier end, but it's not like heavy like my dark saber, which not even like a joke as in like, oh, it's heavy. It's actually like a brick. This thing feels very nice. This weight is genuinely what I think a lightsaber should be weighted at if it was real. I got it in a black CoverTech wheel with a black NeoPixel button. I believe though it's not like a color changing NeoPixel button. It just glows white, doesn't change colors at all. I think this thing looks great. Now I have turned this on and messed around with it just a little bit, but I'm not too familiar with it. Again, I didn't order a NeoPixel blade, so I will actually have to put in my own blade. I have a Pixel blade, which should be a good substitute for a Sabertrio blade. What I do like about this is it has a kill switch, and I can also show off the legacy chassis. But yeah, it has a kill switch right here with the little charging port right here. You can also see a little bit of the battery, just a tiny little bit, but it like starts to get harder to pull on right here. So I don't want to pull it any further. I actually have it powered off, so I can actually flip the kill switch and you can hear how it sounds. Which sounds sick. That sounds like, I don't know, like Iron Man maybe. The button is now glowing, which is also very cool. Also, I didn't even mention it earlier, this is a CFX. So this is my first CFX lightsaber and I love it. I don't know if I like it more than Profi. I also love this blade plug because if I turn it on, you can kind of see, or not even kind of, you can see the glow through the blade plug, which is sick. But yeah, white button. This does have smooth swing because it is a CFX. Like, this thing is sick. I love this thing so much. On the back is your auxiliary button, so you can do like blaster deflection, that kind of thing. You can also do like lockup, which is very cool. This thing also has gesture control, so you can twist it on and off. So just like that, and you can also twist it off. Like I said, I don't have a blade, so I'm gonna go grab a blade real quick and slot it in and show you what that looks like with a full blade illuminated, because it is sick. So when you put in your blade plug, if you do have a blade plug, it makes like a locking sound. It sounds so cool. And then if I let go because it is loose, I'll let go of the blade plug. and it makes a sound as if like something was like taken out, which is really cool. It just lets you know as a sound indicator that if you do have a blade on, if you hear that, you know your blade is loose. And when you hear it, when it's in, you know your blade is fully touching all of the contacts on the inside of the hilt. Here we have my KR Pixel blade. I don't know if I can fit this all in one shot, but we're gonna leave it on the same font, just power it on, so it should be that bright blue blade, which is gonna look really cool. Look at that. That is insane. Like, it's so cool. Now, your blade, if you get it from Sabertrio, it might not look exactly like this. It might look very, very similar to it, but it's not the exact same. Again, this is a KR Pixel blade. Here are some of the effects. And here are some of the flash on clash effects. I just like the way this looks. It's so cool. And you can fully customize it. So if you get fully like in depth with customizations, you can do a lot with CFX, much like Profi. I think the best way to showcase this lightsaber is if I take this outside and I spin it, and I gotta be very careful because I don't want to break the blade or the hilt. Before we do that, we're gonna show off just a couple more fonts, and then we'll head outside and show you that spin test. Also, this has a battery feature, so if you want to check how much your saber is charged while the blade is off, so the button is glowing and the blade is off and it is fully in, all you got to do is touch this auxiliary button, right? The blade turns on, but not all the way, and it flickers right here because to let you know how much battery this has. This has half, so I can't be spinning it too much. Can also play music. I hit the wrong button on accident. Cantina music. Wow. It's insane. Genuinely. And it sounds really good. Let's do a little blaster deflection. It's kind of hard to see on a red blade, but I promise you it looks really cool. But you can kind of see the flashing on like behind me on the wall. But it's really cool. Honestly, I really want to show off more fonts, but due to the battery and my excitement, because I really want to go out to spin this, we're just gonna go outside and just spin it and just really show you what this saber looks like in the dark. This is gonna be one of my favorite lightsabers to spin. Will I be spinning it super hard? Probably not, because I don't want to break it and I don't want to do throws and drop it on concrete and it's just done. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go outside and do that spin test. Okay, so I'm in a new parking garage, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead, spin the Sabertrio and see how well it performs. I have a feeling it's gonna perform really well. I just charged it, however, it's showing this, and I don't want to risk dying, so let's keep this spin test pretty short and simple and try to show off all the cool effects it has. Man, am I a little rusty. See how well it does with throws and tosses? So it actually throws really nicely. Here's the Sabertrio font. Here's a blaster deflection. Here are some clash effects. And as you can see, it's very reactive. This lightsaber is incredible. Like, it's amazing. I love the way it all sounds. It looks amazing. It feels amazing in my hand. Spinning it feels very nice. This choke point is very comfortable, but I tend to grip up here. Now for the ratings, for quality, 10 out of 10, it's well deserved. I promise you, this feels amazing. For spinning, it's definitely a 10 out of 10. It has a very generic basic shape, that works really well for lightsaber spinning because it has a choke point up here and it has a little section up here to where you can grab. TLDR, 10 out of 10, would recommend the Sabertrio Arclyte. If you ever get the opportunity to get a Sabertrio, get a Sabertrio. Okay, we are back from that spin test. Sabertrio makes great lightsabers. Again, this is the Legacy chassis version. That is going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you want to, and comment down below what are your thoughts on this lightsaber. You already know my thoughts. I think this is a great lightsaber. If you can afford it or are just you really want like a basic looking lightsaber that is functional and looks nice, feels nice, this lightsaber is definitely something you should look into. I'm not affiliated with Sabertrio in any way. I wish I was, but I don't think they have affiliates in the first place anyways. That is going to be all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.